Gunfire erupts inside a Northwest Side apartment complex. It leaves this 16-year-old dead. Neighbors say that the shooting sounded like a war zone.
The rivalry between Yungeen Ace and Julio Foolio is one of the most infamous feuds in hip-hop history, rooted in real-life tragedies, diss tracks, and years of escalating violence. What started as neighborhood tensions in Jacksonville quickly turned into a deadly war, claiming multiple lives on both sides. From viral songs mocking the dead to high-profile arrests, this conflict went far beyond music. Today we break down the full story of how it all began, and how it ultimately came to a tragic end. It's your boy Storyman 225, let's get into it. Yungeen Ace, born Keonta Tyrone Bullard on February 12, 1998, in East Chicago, Indiana, relocated to Jacksonville, Florida, during his childhood. Growing up in Jacksonville's challenging jungle, he faced numerous hardships, including exposure to street violence and economic struggles. In June 2018, at 20 years old, Ace was involved in a tragic shooting on Town Center Parkway in Jacksonville. While celebrating a friend's birthday, a gunman opened fire on their vehicle, resulting in the deaths of his brother, Trevin Bullard, and two friends. Jacoby Groover and Royale Devon Smith Jr. Ace was shot 8 times but survived, an experience that profoundly impacted him and intensified his involvement in street activities. Following this traumatic event, Ace began channeling his emotions into music. He released singles such as No Witness, Find Myself, and All In, which garnered significant attention and laid the foundation for his music career. In 2019, he released his debut mixtape, Life of Betrayal, featuring collaborations with artists like Young Boy, Never Broke Again, and Jada Yungeen. Ace's authenticity and raw storytelling resonated with listeners, propelling him to prominence in the rap scene. His journey from Jacksonville's streets to becoming a recognized artist highlights his resilience and dedication to his craft. Julio Foolio, born Charles Jones, spent his early years in Jacksonville, Florida, immersed in a community marked by economic hardship and pervasive violence. From a young age, he was exposed to street life, witnessing crime and loss firsthand. Struggling academically, Foolio eventually dropped out in the 9th grade and was enrolled in an alternative school. At 15, he faced a life-altering incident when he was shot multiple times while exiting a school bus, allegedly due to taunting the death of a peer online. After being shot, Foolio attempted to seek help by crawling to a neighbor's yard, but the woman reportedly told him to get the hell out of her yard. This traumatic experience profoundly influenced Foolio, intensifying his involvement in street activities and inspiring him to channel his experiences into music. He began rapping, using his lyrics to narrate his life's challenges and the harsh realities of his environment. His authentic storytelling resonated with many, propelling him to local fame and establishing him as a significant figure in Jacksonville's rap scene. At 19, Foolio relocated to Atlanta to further his music career. There, he met renowned producer Zaytoven, who played a pivotal role in shaping his early sound. Together, they crafted some of Foolio's first notable tracks. The violent feud between Jacksonville rappers Yungeen Ace and Julio Foolio has been marked by multiple killings, retaliatory shootings, and legal consequences culminating in Foolio's tragic demise. The conflict escalated in May 2017 when Foolio's cousin, Zion Brown, was murdered on Jacksonville's west side. Tensions only grew worse, leading to a major incident in June 2018 where Yungeen Ace and his friends were ambushed after leaving a restaurant. Ace survived despite being shot 8 times, but his brother Trevin Bullard, along with friends Royale Devon Smith Jr. and Jacoby Groover, were killed. This attack intensified the war between Ace's ATK and Foolio's KTA crews. Violence continued into January 2019, when Foolio's associate Willie Addison, known as Boss Goon, was killed in a shooting outside Paradise Gentlemen's Club. The situation worsened the following month when Foolio's 16-year-old brother Adrian Gaynor Jr., also known as Bibby, was murdered in a Moncrief area apartment complex, further fueling the rivalry. By March 2019, Yungeen Ace barely escaped another attempt on his life in Waycross, Georgia, where a 30-year-old man was killed and multiple arrests were made. The feud, fueled by diss tracks and social media taunts, became more dangerous as real-life violence continued. In March 2020, Ace's close associate Hakeem Robinson, better known as Q, was arrested and charged with the murders of both Charles McCormick Jr. and Adrian Gaynor Jr. Sue had allegedly posted on social media, seemingly bragging about his involvement in the killings, which played a role in the case against him. His father, Abdul Robinson, later agreed to testify against him, adding another layer of complexity to the case. While Kesu awaited trial, the war persisted. The situation reached its breaking point in June 2024, when Julio Foolio was killed in an ambush outside a Tampa hotel on June 23rd. His murder was widely seen as the final chapter in the years-long gang rivalry, although authorities did not charge Yungeen Ace in connection to the killing. Several individuals were arrested in relation to Foolio's death, but the cycle of violence had already left an irreversible mark on Jacksonville's hip-hop and street culture. Meanwhile, Q's legal troubles continued, with his trial for the 2020 murder of Charles McCormick Jr. being delayed once again in February 2025, now rescheduled for July. The long-running beef between Yungeen Ace and Julio Foolio is one of the most tragic examples of how real-life gang conflicts can spill into the rap world, leading to devastating consequences. What started as diss songs and street rivalries escalated into a full-blown war, claiming multiple lives and ending careers prematurely. The war in Jacksonville stands as a cautionary tale about the deadly intersection of music, street violence, and social media in modern hip-hop.